Clearly, Kyrie has been the MVP of the league seemingly to this point. What's impressed you most about how they've played without Hayward since he left?
Once again, it still starts with Brad Stevens. Since Brad Stevens has taken over the head of being the coach, he makes sure this team plays the right way, whoever's in uniform. I think that's what people have to understand, GA. That's what Brad Stevens understands. He's putting them in winning situations, understanding tempo. If I'm not mistaken, Brad Stevens is one of the few coaches that beat the Golden State Warriors last year with understanding how to play them. So yes, if you're a Celtics fan, you're excited because you didn't think Kyrie could be a true point guard. He's showing us he could be a true point guard. He still gets his pop in, but he's now breaking down his man, dropping all passes, making Baines look great, GA. I'm seeing a brand new guy out there.
Well, and how about this? You know, Kyrie was one that was never noted for defense. Boston's #1 rated defensive team in the league with him at the helm. And so I think, again, it speaks to Brad Stevens. And to your point, I'm 100% in agreement with you. You know, Greg Popovich is Greg Popovich and one of the all-time greats, and still, in terms of just an everyday X and O standpoint, is phenomenal. But you can make the argument that Brad Stevens is the best basketball coach in this league. You know, he's in the conversation. He's that good in terms of being able to get. Think about the fact that he's got all these young guys playing. He's got guys in that rotation on a contending team that ordinarily would not be. I'm talking, and they're playing great. Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Terry Rozier. Yes. I mean, these are young players that he's figured out a way, and they are a part of why they win. And, you know, I don't care how much talent you have, you've got to get it all integrated and get it to function. And he did this when what happened to Gordon Hayward transpired. To then bounce from that and get this team to be this consistent this early, I mean, that's as impressive a job as I've seen in a long time.
You know, and GA, just to kind of further the coaching standpoint, we looked at their defense last year. Who's their best defender, right? Avery Bradley.
Avery Bradley.
Right?
Yeah.
Jay Crowder.
The tough guy.
Right? They lost a lot of, even the grit of an Olynyk gone, and they still have done this. Now, on the Warriors side, the story to me, 3D, has been that nobody's gone. They brought everybody back. You know, Steph Curry could sit down because Livingston could have a big day. We saw, you know, a lot of contused Warriors over the first few weeks here because their depth is so insane because everybody understands what their role is.
Everyone understands their role, and the thing that Steve Kerr understood this summer that KD would be busy dealing with his obligation with Nike. Steph would be busy with his obligation with Under Armour. Oh, Klay Thompson was over in China doing stuff. And oh, they had preseason over in China. So once again, I'm sticking with this coaching theme. Steve Kerr didn't panic. He knew the guys would get their legs back. He knew there was a short training camp. But more importantly, he got their brains back focused. Okay, guys, get back to playing basketball. Let's get back to sharing. Get back to getting 30 assists a night. And they started playing a half-court defense.
And Steve Kerr, again, an incredible coach. Not that he's in the same light as a Phil Jackson in terms of philosophy and style, but a similar dynamic because he's still got the best team, right? And so he's got to be able to get these guys to play at a high enough level because it's not easy for them to be motivated. Right. It's tougher when you've been to 3 consecutive finals. You've won 2 championships out of the last 3. So, and this will be a test, not for them, but it'll be good motivation for them because they still want everybody to know we're the big dog.